Why? Turn off the metronome. I don't want to do that.
Okay. We are recording.
Wait, double check and make sure that it sounds okay. Stupid ass metronome.
You guys don't hear it, but we do. It's off.
I hear it in my sleep.
What up, what up? It's another episode of Dear Beauty Podcast. I'm Jennifer.
Hey, what up? I'm Alexis.
And
Oh,
yeah.
I just kicked you.
You know what? Like, I didn't ask about your weekend yet. Did you have anything? Well, besides, I baked shit this weekend.
You did?
I did.
I didn't.
So,
Oh.
Yeah, so I like tried to bake cinnamon roll buns.
Okay. Yo, what happened to the chocolate chip scones?
Okay,
that you
so
were supposed to bake
also
for
let me
me?
get to that. Okay, so I couldn't find fucking yeast because we're in a fucking pandemic. So I bought some yeast off of Amazon, and that shit finally came in.
Yeah.
So I was finally able to make my cinnamon rolls, whatever the fuck.
Okay. You didn't want to use like Pillsbury dough to do that?
No, I wanted to
From scratch.
I want to do that shit from scratch.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Respect.
So I made that shit last night, and then I had to let it rise and all this shit. So anyways, it's in my fridge waiting for me to let it rise the second time. I'll let you know how that goes.
Okay.
While I was doing that, I did make the chocolate chip scones.
Okay. Well,
And halfway through, the dough wasn't looking good, so I got really upset. I baked it anyways, and actually it turned out really good, and I forgot to bring it in for you. But yeah, it was a hot dough mess.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent my weekend like prepping the new house.
Oh, you gotta move. Are your neighbors still like dumbasses?
So let me
Yeah, tell me.
So now it's not them. Now there's like I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
There's multiples, but like
What the fuck?
there's some asshole who just rides his motorcycle up and down the street for like 30.
Because he's too scared to go outside of it.
He'll like go around the block
What the fuck?
on his motorcycle for like 30 to 45 minutes at a time.
No.
And I'm like, is it just like I can't be the only one who's infuriated by it, right? Like that can't just be me, but no one's like saying anything, and I think everyone is thinking like, well, I don't want to be that person, but like I'll be that person.
Yeah, you're gonna be a Karen.
I'm a Karen in the making, but like a Karen for justice.
A Karen for justice, because he does not need to be riding around the fucking neighborhood.
At 7 p.m., there
Yeah.
are babies in our complex. Okay, babies go to sleep.
Babies go to sleep early, okay?
And sir, you don't. Sir, this is a residential neighborhood. I know I'm a Karen. I know I am.
You're a Karen for justice.
I think I'm a good Karen. It's
You're
like,
a good Karen.
Like Glinda the Good Witch. Like still a witch. Still a bit of an asshole because she kind of leaves the kid with, on her own, but doesn't try to kill the kid.
Yeah. Did you see
Does
my
that make
Snapchat
sense?
last night?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so my fucking neighbors, it's the same ones that I complain about
Yeah.
where they are like, they just talk really fucking
boobs,
loud
yeah.
on their patio. So they were like two grown-ass men full on like yelling. I don't even know what the fuck they were yelling at, but like they were really angry at each other. I think, I'd saved the video. Do you guys want to hear it? So you can understand how loud this shit was.
Grainy.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Well, anyways, it was two grown-ass men. I didn't know what the fuck they were arguing about. But yeah.
Do you have kids in your complex? Is it mostly like young professionals?
I never see any kids. Like, I know there are kids. Like, I've maybe seen once or twice.
Kind of nice.
It is. It is nice.
I'm moving in to like, how do I say this without sounding like a Karen? My whole family lives.
It's the Starry compound.
It's a compound. So there's like 5 houses, and my grandparents own 4 of them, and my parents own 1.
Which sounds like the best and worst thing.
That is an accurate description.
Yeah.
So one of the units just opened up because great grandma is no longer living on her own. She's going to live with some younger relatives who can take care of her. Great grandma had a fall and she broke some bones, so she is not allowed to live by herself anymore. Anyway, so to help us out as a young couple and to help my grandparents out, my husband and I are moving into this empty unit. So we get a house for the mortgage. We're paying the mortgage for my grandparents.
Which is like a good ass deal.
They don't have to live next to strangers.
Area. Yeah.
Like, we're helping them as much as they're helping us.
Yes.
You know? So we're like prepping to move into this house, and it's a whole thing. Like, God bless my grandparents. They are so caring and involved, and it's gonna be an adventure. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it's gonna be an adventure that I'm sure we'll continue to hear about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, that was my weekend.
yeah. Well, like, so over at Embody, we've been, prepping for the launch. Launch is happening
20 days, man.
in 20 days, y'all. Also, I'm turning 27.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know. My boyfriend thought I was turning 28. I'm like, no, bitch. No, I didn't say that, but I'm turning 27.
God, could you imagine if you called him a bitch?
Oh my God. He's gonna throw the biggest fit. You can't talk to me like that.
You
have to respect me. Sorry, babe. It's cold. It's kind of hot when you put me in my place.
For real though, like Greg, the most chill, like, oh, everything's okay, like the most Pooh Bear kind of human being. When he looks at me and goes, no, it's like, say it again. Just tell me no. Come on, say it again. What if I keep asking? What would you do? Or when he's like, stop.
Like, stop right now. Such fucking divas. Anyways, so one of the blog topics that came up was sex and skin.
Ooh,
we spent a good 30 minutes figuring out this equation, and we got it for you. We're gonna do some fucking math 101 right now.
Oh, ooh, are we really gonna do this?
All right, y'all. Okay, let's not do the A equals B because I get lost in that.
This is way too complicated to say.
But basically,
in the actual math equation,
sex equals good skin. And why is that? Because yeah.
Okay, let's get science. Wait, do we do the equation and then get
do
science-y?
the equation?
Okay, stress equals bad skin. Sex equals de-stress. Therefore, sex equals good skin.
Yes, you guys got that?
Say it again. You say it.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Stress equals bad skin.
Yes.
Bad skin
Equals no sex.
equals no sex. Wait, no. Stress equals bad skin. Therefore, no stress equals...
No.
Oh, fuck.
No, it's stress equals bad skin. Sex
equals
de-stress.
de-stress. Therefore, sex equals good skin.
Yes. There you go.
Now let us tell you why.
All right, let's talk about the science of this. So there is a chemical in your body called cortisol. It's the stress chemical. It's what's released when your body enters the fight or fuck. Fight or fuckity fuck. The thing where you're like, am I gonna run or am I gonna stay?
The thing all of us millennials express.
The thing that we live with on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So anyway, when cortisol is released into your body, it basically fucks your whole body up because your body is now being told by this hormone that death is imminent.
Yeah.
You need to figure out how to get out of this or you're going to die. Over time, that buildup of cortisol can have some negative impacts on the body, including increased blood pressure. It can impact the way that your body processes nutrients, so fats, sugars, carbohydrates. That can get fucked up.
Yeah.
And then obviously your mental health takes a huge toll with that. It's what anxiety is. It's a shit ton of cortisol. And then basically it just fucks up your entire body. And guess what? When your whole body's fucked up, it shows on the outside, aka bad skin. And let's take a second to define bad skin.
Yes.
There is no such thing as bad skin. When we say that, we're being like snarky and facetious.
Yeah.
It's when we say bad skin, we mean cystic acne, we mean dark circles under the eyes, premature aging,
Dry, like really
dryness.
dry skin.
None of this is like bad. If you have those things, your skin is not bad. We're just being snarky. We should probably find a different phrase for it. But like...
And like unhealthy skin. Like
troubled skin.
Troubled skin. I mean, these are things that none of us...
skin? I don't know.
Problematic skin. I mean, like these sort of skin conditions, like pimples, breakouts, and stuff like that. It's like shit we don't fucking want, right?
Yes.
We want
bad
healthy
as
skin.
in not ideal.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
So like I noticed like as a teenager,
Yeah.
right? I had really bad acne, and that was due to all this like hormones that was happening in my body.
Oh, yeah.
I was like growing up, I was drinking a shit ton of milk, which for some people don't cause breakouts, but for me it was like one of the main things. Not taking care of my skin in a good way.
Ooh, dude, do you remember like what was your skincare routine?
Like
As a
non-fucking
teenager.
existent. Okay.
I have some really disgusting stuff to share.
So my routine as a teenager, this is like before, my family got into the skincare business. Like even then, like it was more of like anti-aging stuff more than like acne stuff. But my mom would, spend hundreds of dollars in taking me to like estheticians and figuring out like how to treat the problem. But it all boils down to how I take care of my skin on a daily basis. I'm sleeping late. I'm not cleansing my skin. I'm like fucking picking on my face, sweating, like learning
Being
how
a teenager.
PE during high school fucked me up. You remember you had to get in the pool, all the fucking
We
chlorine.
didn't have a pool.
Oh my gosh, the chlorine, that was when I started having really, really bad breakouts all over my cheeks because that chlorine stays on there. Nobody's telling you to cleanse your skin.
Yeah. I do remember I always had PE like first thing in the morning, and I always like chose the early PE class because I didn't want to like run in the afternoon, but now I realize that like I like worked out first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I like went about my day, and like they didn't have showers or anything.
Yeah.
So we were just like sweaty all day.
Yeah.
High school was nasty.
For real.
I have a confession to make.
What? Tell me.
It's probably the grossest thing I've ever told
No,
you.
tell me.
Okay.
I'm
So,
sure I've heard worse.
when I was in high school, so I wasn't allowed to wear makeup until I turned 13, which was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So I quickly like jumped on the makeup train. So by high school, I was wearing foundation and concealer every day. It was the Maybelline Fit Me. It had like just come out.
I still remember what it looks like.
Oh yeah. And I would put it on and apply it with like a dirty ass like triangle
I know what you're talking
latex
about.
sponge.
Yeah.
And then I would not wash my face at night. And I would just put more foundation on the next day. And I wore like heavy eyeliner.
Yeah.
And I would just refill in the eyeliner. And I would like only wash my face in the shower. And like as like an early teenager, like I didn't shower every day.
Well, like,
because,
we didn't even know what the fuck makeup removing wipes or whatever the fuck at the time were. Like, we didn't know how to remove our makeup.
I had no concept of a facial cleanser.
Yeah.
Like I would like wash my face in the
That is
shower with like
crazy.
body wash.
I
It
think,
was like I like looking back on it.
yeah. I just think back to all the times where I didn't like double cleanse my skin and how the fuck did I survive?
The only time that I can remember like deep cleansing my makeup
Yeah.
before bed, like, and this is early high school. This is like my first couple months of my freshman year.
Yeah.
I figured it out relatively quickly.
Yeah.
But I was in musicals and we had to wear this like cake makeup. Oh
my gosh.
God. I don't know if any of you guys have ever like, I mean, you probably know what I'm talking about, like the Ben Nye
Yes.
hands. You know, because you did pageants.
Yes. And we use Ben Nye
Yes, because it's the best shit for stage. But
until
like,
we found out.
it is the thickest, like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember you showing me a picture.
It's the consistency of
Yeah.
like the jarred cake frosting. but like dried. It's awful. It's truly awful. And it like leaves this film on your skin. It doesn't matter how many times you wash your face. Like you are just left with pancake schmear.
That is disgusting. Well, we live and we learn. And that's why we're here. Why are we doing this podcast? So we can share from these experiences.
Yeah. And so you guys can laugh at us for all the shit that we did.
So going back to how...
Sex.
Just
so you guys know, we like wrote out that equation that we took forever to tell you on our whiteboard. And it's just like...
it's just sitting there with a
really
smiley
big.
face.
And one of our warehouse guys like walked into the office and he looked at it and he went... and then he just like turned around and walked away. I feel so bad for Robbie.
Poor Robbie. He has to endure a lot.
We put him through a lot.
Yeah.
We're tough bosses. And by tough, I mean like just
obnoxious. All right. So we did a little bit digging online. So there's many benefits to sex other than it like feels good. And it should feel good. And if it don't feel good, we got a situation.
Let's define sex.
Sex.
It's not just pee-pee and vajayjay.
Oh, yes.
Basically what we're talking about is like any sexual activity that gets your blood pumping.
Yeah, because you know what that blood pumping does? To your face.
Afterglow.
So according to a couple of dermatologists, sex provides many great benefits to your skin. The first is it increases blood flow to your face.
Which, guess what? That's an important part.
Yeah.
Of anti-aging.
Yeah, you want to get that pump, the flow pumping.
Get the blood going. It's like exercise. You know, you gotta like tune it.
I mean, you can like
tune your face.
That's why there's acupuncture for your face. That's why there's like facial massages, like lymphatic drainage, right? The more blood flow you have to your face, it's gonna help get all the
gunk
out
of your cells. It's not like topical gunk.
Yeah,
it's like your cellular gunk.
Yes,
kind of wash it away.
Yeah.
So you're left with fresh.
So the next time you finish your sexy time, look in the mirror. See how glowing your skin is.
So there's, okay. So with that, there's like two things. There's like the flush, which is the blood rushing to your face. So like when you're aroused.
Ooh.
When you're aroused. Blood flow increases to your erogenous zones, and your face is an erogenous zone. So that's why you get like increased blood flow there.
Yeah.
Like your lips and I think nose and ear lobes or something. I don't know, some weird kinky shit. But that's why you get increased blood flow. So there's that, and then there's something called the afterglow, which is usually like hours later or the next day. You'll notice that your face is like hella glowy. Like, that's why Urban Decay made their blush called Afterglow Blush. And it's because of that increase in oxygen flow to your face during your sexy times. So that's why you get that.
Sex, like we mentioned earlier, it leads to the reduction of cortisol levels in your body.
De-stress.
And you know what that means? It can improve collagen production. We want that shit. We want collagen production in the skin. So aside from drinking collagen beauty drinks, you can also have sex.
Much cheaper and way more fun.
Safe sex.
Yeah, use condoms and birth control and all those other things.
I mean, on top of that, you should be taking care of your skin in other ways, but
yeah, but like, I mean, stress like does a number on your face, and like we all know that sex is a stress reducer.
Yeah, and when you're able to constantly reduce cortisol in your body, and exercising is another form of doing that, but it can really help you think more clearly. It helps with does it help with anxiety and depression?
Yeah, and anxiety and depression are literally increased cortisol levels in the body.
Yeah, so there's a lot of mental and physical health benefits when you have sex.
Yeah, that's true. And like, I don't know about you. Like, tell me if that's just me, but like,
Okay.
I feel so good about myself.
Yes.
Like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, yes, look at her.
Yeah.
She's an absolute goddess. Like, before
Yeah.
I'm like, don't look at me, I'm a hermit crab. But after I'm like, look at me go. Look at them titties. Like,
Look Look at them today.
look at them titties.
Yeah.
It's insane because, like,
It boosted your confidence.
I'm going to talk about my titties for a second.
Yes.
So when I was younger,
Yeah.
I was told that I had to like stuff my bra for a musical because I didn't have enough boobs.
Yeah.
And now
Well, look at you now.
I'm nothing but boobs.
Yeah.
And the insane thing is they've gotten like much bigger.
Yeah.
But they look exactly the same.
Wow. Good for
No,
you.
like the shape like hasn't changed. It's just bigger and it's strange.
Yeah.
Because they don't look as big as they are. But then I put them in a bra and
Yeah.
I'm like, good God, like what is this? You know?
Yeah. Good God.
That's where I'm at with my titties.
Yeah, well, I paid for mine, so.
They look nice. They
Thank
look
you.
natural. They didn't look super natural in that photo shoot.
Oh. Well, I had never posted any photos from it, so.
So we did a photo shoot like, what, a year ago?
Yeah.
A little over a year ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember what for. I don't remember why we
It
did
was
it.
it was for like our page and like
was
get
like
to
a
know
vanity
us. Yeah.
It was a vanity thing. But Jen, like, she and her friend hired this like stylist
Yeah.
to style them for the shoot, and this
It's
guy
a
put
very
her in like
Tittylicious tops.
literally just like boobs. Like all you can see when you look at her
Yeah.
from those photos is boobs, and they look great, but they are not business appropriate.
Yeah.
So she hasn't been able to use any of those.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, you know, like while we're on the topic
Yeah.
of boobs, I just want to say that it's fucking 2020.
Yeah.
Like I'm all for natural beauty, but if someone got fake titties, it's none of your business. Yeah. And if you want to get fake titties, it's nobody else's fucking business.
Do it. Get the fake
So I just want to say that, because if you had asked me a couple years ago, I would have been embarrassed to say, you know,
Really?
that, yeah, like I would have been embarrassed to say that like I got fake boobs. But you know what? Fuck that.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
ABG at heart, y'all.
I don't think that's like an ABG.
It is not an
thing.
ABG thing. I'm
That's-
sorry if I offended
I mean-
anyone.
That's just like a woman thing. I don't know.
Yeah. It's such a, like, I understand both perspectives of this. Like, some people are like, society made you feel like you have to have big boobs and look good in this top. But also, like, I don't know. Like, I feel it makes me feel more happy as a person, whether or not society ingrained that into my fucking head.
Isn't it wild how like ideal body types have shifted over the last 100 years? Like,
yes.
have you seen those? I think they're like Vogue or Allure, like 100 years of body types or whatever. Like 20 years ago, it was like
Like, during the, was it the Marilyn Monroe decade? Where it was,
Well-
like, good to have, like, a voluptuous body?
but voluptuous very like specifically was like hourglass. It's not voluptuous,
Okay.
it's hourglass.
Okay.
And then it got rail thin
Yeah.
in the 60s, and then it got a little bit more like athletic in the 70s and 80s, and then it went to like, they call it heroin chic.
Oh my God.
Not an okay phrase, but that is what it was called. Okay.
Yeah.
Chic
Interesting.
in the 90s, and it's like
Now it's like the Instagram baddie with the...
which is super fascinating because it's like the look right now
Yeah.
is so clearly based on like the look of Black women.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay.
The body type, and even like the way that people tan and like the
Yeah.
lip fillers and things, like it's
Well,
all,
I think it has a lot to do with like the Kardashians and this like...
well, yeah, and they've been appropriating the Black
Yeah.
look for
Yes.
God knows how many years.
Oh my God. Okay, so really quickly, I've been on this like TikTok thing and I spent hours on it, and literally every reference I give Alexis, like, so I saw this on TikTok. But anyways, I saw this on TikTok, but there's been this like thing going around where they're like, if this Fashion Nova model is wearing this, it ain't gonna fucking fit.
Right.
And it's like that Fashion Nova where it's like her waist is so thin and her
Oh my
thighs
God.
and her booty is like so, it's so unproportional to the average woman that if you see her wearing it and it looks good on her, it's not going to fit on you. So don't get that size. And I just thought it was so interesting.
Those photos are like hella photoshopped. Like,
Yeah. Which I'm like, why? We have to wear it and it has to fucking fit.
That's why I love brands that have like taken a stand against photoshopping their models. Like, I'm always happy to support Aerie from American Eagle. Like, they were one of the first brands to say,
I mean,
like,
they're killing it right now.
Oh my God.
Their socks are amazing.
Did you say their socks?
Stocks.
It was like, I mean, I haven't tried their socks, but like, I'm more interested. Like, I'm wearing their shit, bro. I'm wearing their bra
I want to
right
get more
now.
PJs from them. What did you just do?
I showed my bra to you, and then I pointed up at the security camera and said, hi.
Oh, I was like, where the fuck?
I love their underwear. I love their bras. They're always on sale. They have a great deal. Like, I love it. Like, Third Love is another great brand that shows actual body types. And even Universal Standard. Are you familiar with them?
No, I've never heard of them.
Oh my God. So they're this clothing brand that does like capsule wardrobes and super basic stuff. And they go from size, I think, 00 up to 40.
Yeah.
And they have this thing called Fit Liberty. So if you buy the item and your size changes for any reason, doesn't matter like what, if it has to do with their clothes or not.
Or like even when?
It's within a year.
Okay, within a year.
If your size changes within a year of purchasing the item, you can like return it and they'll send you the item in your new size.
I've never heard of that policy before.
It's so cool. Yeah. It's so cool. And I've heard like mixed things about the quality of the clothing. It's expensive as shit.
Yeah.
But like I looked at it and like when I'm shopping on there, they have like a model in my size who isn't, that's my issue with like the ones that have like models in every size, because even like a size 16, she's still like got a tiny waist. Like she doesn't look like a size 16, you know, she's just a perfect hourglass. That's like, bish, nobody looks like that.
Like, so I've like really learned to embrace like how my body is changing, because for the past like 2 years, like ever since I stopped competing in pageant, like I would constantly compare myself to this like stick thin like chick who like worked out like 7 days a week when I competed in pageants. I think I was at my lowest weight, which was fucking crazy. I was like 113, 115.
Damn, I haven't been that weight since I was like 12.
And I was that weight for a very short period of time, because like up until training, like I'm training every day, I'm eating like nothing and like protein shakes, you know, just to go on stage and still look like I'm like normal.
Right.
But like I had like the hardest time like understanding that my body won't be like that, because I'm not training like that and I shouldn't be training like that.
Right.
And so now like I just try not to check my weight. Like I want to stay healthy and I want to be able to eat what I eat, and I've just learned to just be more like be friends with my food. But yeah, like don't check your weight every week, because like your body fluctuates like a million fucking times a day.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like after you poop, when you drink water, that scale goes up and down.
Right.
You know?
I mean, like,
and then like even if you're working out and you're fucking gaining weight, that's your muscle.
Dude, quarantine has like done a number. Like I was overweight to begin with, and like every woman in my family is. It's not to say that I eat super healthy. I don't, and I don't really work out. So like a good portion of that is on me.
Yeah.
But like I was doing okay before quarantine. I had like gone down about 10 pounds or so. Quarantine fucked all that up. Like I'm at my heaviest that I've ever been. Nothing fits, and it's like, it's so demoralizing. Yeah. Like this stupid thing at Nordstrom. Like what a fucking first world problem that I can't go like, I can't pick up my Nordstrom order because riots. Yeah. But like I don't have pants. Yeah. Like I straight up don't have, that's why I'm wearing leggings. Yeah. I don't have pants. Yeah. So that's like, that's where we're at. And it just, it is what it is. And I need to like figure out how to be okay with that, you know? Yeah. My husband still thinks that I'm beautiful. I can find things to like about myself.
I think you're beautiful.
Thank you. I'm trying to follow like more body positive like content on my social media.
Yeah. And like, you know what? All that shit on fucking Instagram is usually fake, y'all.
Oh my God,
if you didn't already fucking
shit.
know.
I mean, we all know that like depending on the position that you're in when you take the photo, like
apps do an incredible shit ton of stuff.
Even apps. Like if you take the picture from up above,
Yeah.
suddenly you look way cuter. Like,
so I've been like really trying to use less filters because I noticed like I can't even post a fucking video on my story without me using some cute filter to make myself like a little bit cuter.
yeah.
And so like I've been trying to get more comfortable about not using it. And like when I take pictures, like yes, I'm in good lighting, but I really, really try to avoid using the smoothing skin.
Yeah.
Because like if I have a fucking pimple, I should feel comfortable allowing me to see it.
I mean, your skin's perfect anyway.
Thanks. I know, but I'm just kidding. But like, you know, like it's gonna take a minute.
Yeah.
But I'm really glad to see that there are influencers out there or like, you know, people like letting that be known.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you're like, you know, a young gal like listening to this shit, like don't
Or an
fall for
older
it.
gal.
Or an older gal.
If you're a woman,
Like
or a
post what you
man,
want to fucking post and you look damn good. Don't overthink it.
If you felt cute, don't delete it.
And do not post. Do not say might delete later.
Felt cute, might delete later.
Don't
That's
ever
the
fucking do that.
Stupidest thing.
Fucking hate that shit.
If you've done it, sorry, but also I hate you a little bit.
Okay. So
Sex.
another thing that I wanted to cover was so a couple of months ago, a friend of mine had talked to me about Kegels. So my dumbass went on Amazon. I legit thought Kegels was like a physical thing that you use to massage your not massage.
Oh my God.
to strengthen your fucking vagina. Okay, I didn't know. I've never heard of Kegels. My mother and I had never had the birds and bees talks until I was like in my like mid-20s when she found birth control and started sobbing uncontrollably. But Kegels is like a form of exercise that you do to strengthen your pelvic area. Is that correct?
Your pelvic floor.
Your pelvic floor.
Yeah. So it's like working out any other muscle. It's just like contracting and releasing it, and it helps build up the muscle's resistance. So, you know, particularly for like pregnant women, sometimes it's called your pelvic floor falling out, like the pressure and
Oh my God.
I know. Being pregnant is the scariest thing ever. Basically, like, your pelvic floor just, like, gives the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then you, like, shift wrong and you pee yourself.
Yeah.
So it's basically, like, as far as I know, it helps prevent, like, accidents from happening when you're pregnant, as you get older. I know some people talk about it making your vagina more, like...
Tighter
or more muscular, so like sex feels better. I don't think that's a thing, because like, listen, let's talk about this. Your vagina goes back. You can't make it tighter unless you do surgery. That's not a thing. That's
surgery
not a
of
thing.
your vagina is a fucking thing. Did
That's
y'all
a
know
thing.
that? Did you all know that? You can
Vaginal
get
rejuvenation.
crazy. So
Isn't there a thing where they stick like a laser rod up there and just kind of like whip it around?
Let me ask my boyfriend. Babe, how many vaginal rejuvenations have you done? Because
He's done some.
He's done some. So I know that they can like tighten that shit with some like devices, very expensive medical spas. But also you can have surgery done to make. So I was told that you can go to your doctor and they would like give you penis sizes. Okay. And they would be like, what's your husband penis size? Or what size do you want to achieve? And then they'll fucking reconstruct that shit to make it that size for his pleasure. What the fuck is that? Who invented that shit?
That is the most like sexist, like patriarchal shit I have ever heard.
Also, they can do like reconstruction of what your like vulva and all that stuff.
Yes,
like,
and
I'm sorry, I don't know.
No. That's a thing. Like,
Vulva?
Labial. Mostly it's the labia. They can like do plastic surgery, and this is part of the reason why porn can be really problematic. Is there's this like unrealistic view of like what vaginas look like.
Yeah, everyone's vagina looks different.
It's like a flower.
If y'all didn't know, now you know.
Yes, and like a lot of porn stars from the research, because I like looked into this. I was like, what the fuck is like labial reduction? A lot of porn stars get their labia like clipped down, so it's just prettier on camera.
Who determined what looked good at what point?
Some old white guy in the 70s, probably. So some men who like, well, men and women, but like, it becomes an issue with men who like make women feel bad about themselves because they've only seen this like porn ideal.
You're a fucking dick if you compare your own sex life to fucking porno.
I mean, have you seen the dicks in porn? Your dick doesn't look like that.
Oh.
God, I hope not. Those are scary.
I can't.
Have you seen some of those things? It's like a fucking elephant trunk.
Oh my god. We're so immature. I can't handle penis talk.
We can't talk about that. I have a confession.
Oh my god, tell me.
I am so immature that like I'm so sorry, honey. I'm unable to like
I think I know where this is going.
I'm unable to like say the word penis seriously. So I just say peen.
Your pee-pee.
And I'll be like, honey, I can see your peen. It's like how you can't like say like vagina, you know, like it feels weird. You have to like use a slang term for it.
Like your cooch.
Your cooch.
I call it my cooch.
And then you gotta say your cooch. Your box. Sausage wallet.
So going back to Kegels.
Oh yeah.
So
Kegels.
you don't go on Amazon like me and search for Kegel kits spend $42.44 on a fucking Kegel kit because there are Kegel exercises. There's some exercises you can do. All right, and also like what the fuck are jade eggs, Alexis?
Why are you asking? I'm not the one who bought one.
No, I did not buy a jade egg. But I remember you brought it up with me. So.
Oh, okay. So Loma's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Okay.
Who is the queen of weird shit that you put in your vagina. So I guess it depends on like whether or not you believe in like the holistic benefits of certain materials.
Yes.
So
like jade, pink quartz.
Yes, those are all healing
crystals.
So all those kind of like healing.
Whatever you want to believe it is.
Mojo.
Yeah.
Rocks.
Yeah.
The idea is that with using this material, you help impart some of its healing and regenerative properties into your vagina.
So Gwyneth Paltrow over here had women sticking fucking jade eggs up their vaginas.
It's like like an egg.
Like literally an egg, y'all.
Made out of jade.
And then what happened?
And then you put a weight on it and you weight train your cooch.
Like, pump it up. Huh. Like you can do one more rep.
Yeah. And then you like add extra weight to it and I'm like
which is what Kegels are.
Yeah, I mean, like, I
but
guess
also you don't need
technically works, but like, you can also just sit there and like clench your vagina, and that's a Kegel. Look at that.
Yeah,
do it right now, Jen.
So yeah.
So that I mean, you don't listen.
If you got $300 to spend on a fucking jade egg and you want to buy that jade egg, you go ahead.
If you want to put a piece of rock in your hoo-ha, you're welcome to do that.
And don't do it yourself. Don't go out and get a fucking egg and do it yourself either. People are crazy.
An actual egg?
You don't know that.
No, definitely the pressure. You can't.
Also,
put an
don't
egg,
stick anything in your fucking vagina.
If you could,
that isn't
if
like
you
supposed
could
to
put
be.
an egg in your anus without it breaking, you would be able to hard boil it. But definitely the pressure would cause it to break.
Like, I remember.
Have you seen the videos of the dogs with the eggs in the mouth? That's like the opposite of what would happen if you put it in your butt.
Oh my god. I remember I had watched, it was like on Lifetime or some shit, where it was like a show where it was like stuff people find and go to the ER for.
In their butts, yeah.
And I guess this lady
butts.
ran out of, she was horny. And I guess she ran out of shit to put up her vagina.
Was it a cucumber?
She fucking put a cucumber, y'all. And I guess, like, it scratched the inside of her vagina. And, like...
She got diseased.
I don't know if she died. But, like, basically when you have a cut in your vagina, like, it lets air in or some shit. And it's not supposed to happen like that. Also, you're not supposed to blow into someone's vagina.
Interesting.
Yes. I remember Timothy Delgado told me that.
I don't know who that is.
He's, like... a comedian,
okay.
rapper. Anyways.
That's a great person to take vagina advice from. I remember hearing about someone who had like put a potato up their hoo-ha and it started sprouting and like was growing out of their vagina.
Oh my god. They didn't check it out?
They could, I don't know if they
Yo,
could
your
get
vagina
it out.
is precious.
It is a temple.
Treat it like the queen
also,
it is.
wait, no, while we're on that,
Yeah.
it's also self-cleaning.
Yeah, so you don't need to be douching it.
Don't fucking put any cleanser in your vagina.
Yes.
Do not do it.
Now, if you're having problems with smell,
Get tested for bacterial
if you're
vaginosis.
getting problems with discharge, like
Get tested for yeast infection or bacterial vaginosis.
if it's itchy,
Get tested for bacterial vaginosis.
also, like, yes. So first of all, get tested for all of those things. Your doctor will most likely recommend changing your diet. I know one time I got like a fucking yeast infection because I ate 5 creme brulees that week.
What?
Your like the sugar intake like affects your vagina,
Interesting.
the pH levels. Hold on, my mom's calling me.
Hello, mommy.
Hey mom, sorry, going down to record your podcast. Come back home, get. Yeah, can I call you back somewhere? Hello?
Waiting on Jen to talk to
Yeah, can I call you back, mom? Go, you go. You go Kelvin, huh? I have to pay the AT&T bill. Wait, nhưng mà phone nhân phẩm nó đâu có chung cái account đâu. No, it's not. It's not the same one. Yeah. Okay, bye. All right. We're back.
We back.
What the fuck is I talking about? Oh yeah,
yeah.
so your doctor will most likely recommend to change your diet.
Possibly antibiotics.
Topical creams, but usually like the change in your pH can be caused from eating too much sugar. If you drink way too much coffee, if you're dehydrated, you're not drinking enough water. Also, like girls who go work out a lot, like you have to change out of your gym clothes because that will cause a bacterial infection.
Tight jeans, like if you're getting like some serious butt sweat in your jeans, like you're gonna want to switch those out.
Yes. Switch to cotton panties.
Oh my god, guys, lace underwear is so not worth it.
Who
Don't
don't
do
and
that.
thongs.
Did you?
Thongs are so
Oh my
uncomfortable.
god.
Here, let me
Like,
tell you like a magical thing that I've discovered in my fucking adulthood. It's those expensive ass panties at Nordstrom are so worth it. They're very
just get
thin.
the cotton ones for Mary.
Yeah, like there's ones where it's like super thin, so it won't show the butt line, the panty line. Sorry, and it like lets your vagina breathe. And you just got to be a little bit careful washing them. So like I'll wash them in like little like laundry bags, and then I'll let it air dry. But like I have like 5 of them, and they're like amazing.
Like,
Don't wear like thongs are so uncomfortable.
I used to be so like offended when I was like doing the laundry as a kid that like my mom only had like nude, black and white, like cotton granny panties.
So
I was like, oh
fucking
my
me
God,
now.
this is the worst thing ever. As I'm folding my like all lace bright
Remember
blue
like when
thong.
Victoria's Secret was like a huge thing, and we'd do the 5 for $25, and like I would have like
was
cherries
pink.
on my
My thing
fucking
was
underwear.
pink.
Oh yeah, pink, not
Pink.
Victoria's Secret, because I
Even
was like
worse.
15 years old.
Yep.
And like
but
girls
now,
would wear thongs, and you'd see them in the PA room, and you would be or I'd be so jelly of them.
I know. But now, like, here I am with all my granny panties. Like, get a couple of cute lace undies, put them on right before go time. They'll only be on for a couple minutes anyway.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Don't waste your money on lingerie.
Yeah, make him buy it.
My experience is that they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's all in the name of getting it off of you.
Yeah.
So don't waste your money. And that was advice that was given to me by a married friend of mine when I was in college. She was like,
And it all looks the fucking same anyways.
Don't-
Did you know that? Men think it all looks the fucking
oh my
same.
God, dude. So I was like cleaning out my drawers and I was like pulling out all my stuff because, you know, I just got married. So I got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It's all the same color.
Yeah.
I only
He probably
had-
didn't even know you had like 5 different ones in there.
He had no clue. I was like, oh, I love this one. And he's like, I've never seen that before. I was like, oh yeah. But they are all the exact same color, same style. I'm like, I could have one of these and he would never know.
Yeah.
And I
would
had
never
to
know.
I had to tell him, like, you need to leave that on me because it makes me feel cute. As
Yeah. And
fuck.
I spent like
I
hell
spent
money
so
on
much
this
money
shit.
on this. This stays on.
Yeah.
You can work around it.
Work around it. Also, like, while we're on the topic of sex, I know we need to wrap up soon, but also you need to pee after sex.
Go pee immediately.
My doctor had to tell me this.
Really?
Like, so
How did I know that?
I mean, like I remember having problems, and then the doctor, like, when I had gone in, my gynecologist was like, yeah, you should be peeing after sex.
Yes. Get up and do it.
Which, like, people don't fucking talk about this
No.
shit.
And you can get a UTI from that, guys. You got it basically like during the peen and vag process, like
Or any process.
or any
okay?
process.
Yeah.
Like bacteria and dust and like
sweat.
like so much stuff just gets shoved up there. So you got it, like peeing kind of like helps wash all of that away.
Yeah.
So it prevents or reduces your chance of getting like a UTI or something like that. So just, I know cuddling is fun, but like he'll still be there. Learn how to pee quick
Yeah.
and then just kind of run right back.
Yeah.
He or she, your partner will still be there. I don't
And
wanna,
if he isn't, or if they aren't, fuck them.
yeah, or maybe like if you don't want them to be there when you get back, just take a really long time, like make
Just
it
make farting
uncomfortable.
noises.
So go,
Yeah. So.
like you're pooping. That was a pooping thing.
Oh,
Just so
really?
you guys know, that was a weird sound that I
That was
realized
weird.
mine sounded like. It was a pooping sound. It was like
when you got a big one. So. Anyway, so.
Final thoughts. Do you have any great sex tips?
Have sex frequently.
That's it. That's your only tip.
So. Okay, so my sex tip is, find a partner that respects you in the bedroom, puts your pleasure before theirs.
Yes.
And, you should be feeling good just as much as they are feeling good. And have an open conversation. Like, I think for women, a lot of times we have these fucking expectations that, again, we don't voice out. And, some men just don't know. And if they're fucking you like you're in a porno, you need to tell them.
Yes.
And if you want to be fucked like you're in a porno, you tell them.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah. What are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts or my sex tips? Which one?
Like sex tips, final thoughts? Yeah.
Sex tips, final thoughts.
You're married, so.
I am married, yes. And I will tell you, it gets more difficult when you're married. We don't even have kids and we're like, I guess we should have sex. It's been a while. No, like I'm with you. Like, do you first.
Yeah.
Because you'll be like so much more into it when like take the time, gentlemen, take the time, or ladies, people who are partnered with women or people with vaginas, take the time to get them off first.
Makes a huge difference.
Huge difference. They'll be so much more into it. There will be more like looseness, I guess.
Yeah. Fluidity.
Like, fluidity.
Yeah.
I don't know. Point is, get them off first. They'll be very appreciative and they'll take care of you then.
Yeah. And you will both have good skin.
Ooh.
Stimulate that fucking collagen.
Oh, yeah. Get that collagen moving.
All right. And that's a wrap for today. Peace out.
Bye.